Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are unpacking the ultimate insider's playbook for traveling to Bali. We're going to be balancing that breathtaking, otherworldly beauty of the island with the gritty, boots-on-the-ground realities you absolutely need to know. We're completely skipping past the Instagram filters today to give you the real, practical tools for a perfect trip.
Now, you might be wondering, is the Island of the Gods really this flawless, picture-perfect paradise, or is there a catch? Well, the truth is, while Bali is undeniably magical, there are some pretty hidden hazards and strict cultural norms that first-time visitors almost always underestimate. And frankly, a lack of preparation can easily turn a dream vacation into a super stressful ordeal.
So to make sure you're fully prepared, here is our roadmap. We'll start with the Bali dream, hit you with some paradise reality checks, dive into essential cultural etiquette, and finally, map out your journey.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the Bali Dream. We are going way beyond the postcard here.
I mean, Bali literally offers experiences you just can't find anywhere else in the world. Picture this. You're starting your day beating the crowds at the Tegalaling rice terraces right at sunrise. For ocean lovers, booking a private boat trip to Nusa Penida for around $120 puts you face-to-face with massive manta rays. Or how about sleeping in an open-air bamboo jungle house up in the mountains? You can even craft your very own custom silver jewelry with a local family for just 18 euros. It's incredible.
And if you want to dodge those heavy tourist crowds down in the south, which trust me you do, East Bali's royal water palaces are a phenomenal alternative. You've got Tirtaganga, built in 1948 with its famous stepping stones, and the slightly older Taman Ujung from 1909, which beautifully blends this elegant European vibe with traditional Balinese architecture.
Okay, get this number, 10. Believe it or not, for under 10 euros, you can get an authentic, hour-long traditional Balinese massage. Because of the local economy, this level of luxury is incredibly accessible. It basically makes a daily spa visit an absolute must-do. Just remember to leave a kind tip.
But it's not all cheap massages and sunrises. That brings us to Section 2, Paradise Reality Checks. Let's talk about surviving the chaos.
Right, here is where we need to seriously adjust our expectations. First off, map apps are incredibly deceptive in Bali. A 25-kilometer drive looks like it should be quick, but it can easily become a grueling, single-lane expedition. Also, skip the scooter entirely, unless you have a proper motorcycle license. If you drive one illegally and crash, it completely voids your travel insurance. Keep a close eye on your cash, too. The Indonesian rupiah has so many zeros, it's super easy to accidentally mix up your bills. Oh, and rule number 1, never ever drink the tap water.
Which naturally brings us to a notorious travel ruiner known as Bali belly. This is a severe digestive illness that tourists usually pick up from contaminated food, unpurified water, or even questionable ice in a drink. You really have to take this seriously. Pack a filtered water bottle like a Lark or a Life Straw, and literally always use bottled water when you're brushing your teeth in your hotel.
And speaking of local hazards, the monkeys. The ones at Uluwatu might look cute for a photo, but they are essentially a professional mafia of pickpockets. They will unzip your backpack right on your back and steal your phone, your sunglasses, or your food. More importantly, they can carry rabies, so never touch them. Don't try to play with them, and definitely don't smoke around them, because they actually see that as an act of aggression. You've also got to manage your expectations around the weather, because timing your trip changes everything. The dry season offers that ideal sunny beach weather you want, but it comes at the steep cost of being extremely crowded and much more expensive. On the flip side, the rainy season, which runs from October to April, is incredibly underrated. Sure, you might get a quick afternoon shower, but the island is literally bursting with lush greenery, prices drop significantly, and those massive tourist crowds just vanish.
Moving right along to Section 3, Essential Cultural Etiquette. This is all about respecting the Island of the Gods.
Bali is uniquely Hindu within Indonesia, so respecting their spiritual rules is totally non-negotiable. As you walk down literally any street, you'll constantly pass kanong sari. These are small palm leaf baskets filled with flowers, rice, and incense. They're daily offerings meant to bless the island. You really have to watch your step to avoid trampling them. If you do accidentally step on one in a crowded alleyway, just make sure to apologize politely to anyone nearby. Now, when you visit any of the magnificent temples like Gunung Kawi or Tirta Ampul, remember that they aren't just tourist attractions. They are active, sacred places of worship. You absolutely must follow these physical steps to enter. First, wear a sarong, known locally as a kind, covering your legs below the knee. Second, tie a temple sash, or a selendang, around your waist.
Third, ensure your shoulders are completely covered, which means no tank tops or swimwear. Also, as a strict traditional custom, women who are menstruating are respectfully asked not to enter these sacred spaces.
And get this, even everyday physical gestures carry massive spiritual weight in Balinese culture. The head is considered the most sacred part of the human body, so you should never touch anyone's head, not even playfully ruffling a kid's hair. Conversely, the feet are seen as the least pure. Never point the soles of your feet at people or statues. Oh, and always pass items or money using your right hand, since the left is traditionally reserved for personal hygiene.
Honestly, basic politeness opens so many doors here. Never point with your index finger, use an open hand or your right thumb instead, avoid yelling or showing any public anger. Causing someone to lose face or humiliating them is highly offensive. Do leave small tips, as local wages are quite low. And if a massive religious procession blocks the road you're on, whatever you do, don't honk your horn, just patiently give way and smile.
Okay, this next one is huge. Nyepi, the Balinese New Year. Now, this isn't a massive street party. It is a mandatory day of absolute silence. The entire island completely shuts down. I mean it. The airport closes, lights are turned off, and absolutely no one, tourist or local, is allowed to leave their accommodation or go out onto the streets. Always check your travel calendar when booking, because breaking this strict cultural law will get you into very serious trouble with the authorities.
So, with all that in mind, let's jump to Section 4, Mapping Your Journey. It's time to craft that perfect itinerary.
To get the absolute best out of Bali, you really shouldn't just park yourself in one spot. Sure, Canggu and Seminyak are packed with world-class beach clubs for sunset, but if you head inland to Ubud, you unlock rich culture and incredible jungle waterfalls like Lek and Leke. Venture even further out to Sitaman or Munduk, and you trade the tropical heat for serene mountain air and quiet hiking trails. Mixing these different regions up completely transforms the vibe of your vacation.
Now, visually dominating the entire landscape of the island is Mount Agun, standing at an impressive 3,031 meters. But this isn't just a volcano. It serves as the sacred, spiritual heart of the island for the Balinese people. It also just so happens to act as the stunning, dramatic backdrop for the famous Gates of Heaven at Lempiyang Temple, making it a pivotal landmark for both culture and breathtaking views.
Actually, before you even touch down in Bali, you should think about your flight route. Tons of travelers fly through Singapore, making it a phenomenal layover add-on. You can land at Changi Airport, grab a burger by the massive indoor waterfall, go explore the lush cloud forest in the afternoon, and cap it off with the spectacular Gardens by the Bay night display. It is an incredibly efficient, hyper-modern urban contrast to your island getaway.
All right, to pull this whole thing together, here are your ultimate, non-negotiable pro tips. First, secure comprehensive travel insurance, period. Second, hoard those small Indonesian rupiah cash notes. You are going to need them constantly for parking and public toilets. Third, hire a local private driver. For around 35 euros a day, you totally bypass the deadly scooter traffic and you basically gain a local guide. Finally, pre-book your airport transfers and local SIM cards so you hit the ground running the second you land.
And that brings us to our final question for you. Armed with the harsh realities of traffic and health risks, right alongside the deeply beautiful cultural etiquette required, what kind of Bali traveler will you choose to be? We challenge you to look past the curated Instagram facade. Go ahead and book your trip, absolutely. But do it with a mindset of deep respect, patience, and genuine curiosity for the island and its wonderful people. Thanks for hanging out with us on this explainer, and we will catch you on the next one.